King of Sports, njpw Wrestling.
The world is still talking about what happened last week when Jon Moxley attacked Kenta. We welcome you once again, New Japan Strong, on the road to new beginning. And we thank you very much for joining us, Alex Kozlov and Kevin Kelly. We are here. We will hear from the U.S. champion himself, Jon Moxley. You definitely don't want to miss this. Plus, Alex, we got some great matchups for the fans. How about our main event? TJP versus Horus. These are two guys you know very, very well.
Well, one thing for sure, we're going to see a lot of technical wrestling, a lot of high flying. It's very hard to call this match. I'm looking forward to it.
You want to talk about something that's hard to call? This is the craziest eight-man tag. I had to have this written down. On one team, it's going to be Bateman, Mysterioso, Adrian Quest, and Jordan Clearwater against Brody King, the Regal Twins, and Barrett Brown. How are these 8 men going to coexist?
It's definitely an interesting pairing, but one thing for sure, it's going to be a true mosh pit.
Can't wait to see what's going to happen there. Plus, we'll open things up with a battle of young lions. Kevin Knight versus the DKC. Here we go.
Opening match 10分一本勝負を行います。
So here we go. Alex, we're getting ready. A battle of young lions. How much are you pulling for the DKC?
Well, look, I mean, the man works hard. He's got a lot of passion, so you can't help but cheer for him. But he's got a challenge ahead of him in Kevin Knight, who's no joke.
Of course, the DKC asked for this. He asked for Shibata to take him in and to train him. So Kevin Knight, a great athlete. We've talked about his athletic background. This is how we're going to begin this episode. And how much day in and day out, you know, a lot of the young lions, they train together, they cook together, they live together. How often do we see, well, wait a second, hold that thought, as we're getting set here to go. Collar elbow type, no wait, Kevin Knight reaching up underneath. Takedown. And a quick pinning predicament, which the DKC was able to extricate himself from. DKC taking the wrist here. Let me ask you, how often do we see any real-life turmoil from the dojo manifest itself into, you know, a match here? Like personal grudges, do they ever come out to light when you see the DKC wrestle somebody like Kevin Knight?
Well, there's always friendly competition, you know, when you're training day in and day out. And sometimes there will be beef, and the place to release all that is in the ring. And it's okay. These guys, under the guidance of Shibata, understand what respect is.
So Kevin Knight, who we have seen now on a few occasions and has been very, very impressive for being, well, he wasn't the newest young lion for very long after the DKC basically asked Shibata, please let me train with you.
I think that the DKC he saw the things in Clark Connors. He saw the opportunity to become better. He set his ego aside and asked to improve his game, and I think it's a very smart game plan. I think it was a smart decision.
Wrenching the side headlock takeover. And the 8-man tag team match still to come, which will be wild. And what a main event, as we mentioned, with Horus one-on-one versus TJP. Both men having seen action during the Super J Cup.
That'll be an exciting matchup.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. As Kevin Knight controls here with the head scissors.
I'm so impressed by Kevin Knight, how technical he is. He's a natural.
DKC put down. And we will see how, if DKC is able to find opportunities. It's still a little, it's different to me to see DKC in the black trunks and the black boots. I do apologize for saying he looked like a freshly plucked chicken a couple of weeks ago.
That's okay, it's gonna be good for him.
But Kevin Knight, yeah, he's got all the earmarkings of a great athlete. Comes from a great athletic background, college football player. Originally native of Brooklyn, New York, and relocated with family down to Atlanta. And then matriculated up after college to the Pacific Northwest, where he began his wrestling training with a personal friend of mine who passed away a few years ago, late great buddy Wayne. Same system that originally trained Clark Connors before he eventually made his way down to the LA dojo. So there was always something special about Buddy Wayne's training, and he did not just take anybody off the street. He was very selective with who he let in the door.
Well, it's clear that there's something in Kevin Knight. The fact that Shibata invited him to the LA dojo speaks volumes.
And the DKC now starting to open up, but the turnaround by Kevin Knight. And
huge Europeans and stomps to the gut of DKC. A big hip toss.
So from the hip toss to the cover and a kick out at 2. Kevin Knight continuing to follow up. There does not seem to be a lot of pausing to think, what do I do next in Kevin Knight? He seems to be almost acting reflexively, like it's instinct to him.
It does seem that way, and that is why it seems like he's such a natural.
Now, the DKC would probably...
leg lock of his own, but Kevin Knight is able to roll to the rope.
We know, of course, that Kevin Knight has a great athletic background, but I'm not sure that he has the combat sports background that the DKC does.
Big chop by DKC and a European uppercut. Following up with a knee and going for the hip toss of his own.
And now putting the shoulders of Kevin Knight down, who kicks out at 1, but the DKC hangs on and could look for a submission here, perhaps.
You see the pressure that he's applying to Kevin Knight's arm that is putting the pressure on his own neck, cutting off blood flow. You can go out this way.
Yeah, the head neck choke, and we'll see if DKC is able to pop those hips through. Instead, Kevin Knight
5 minutes
will roll
is
over,
elapsed.
put the shoulders of the DKC
minutes.
down at the 5-minute mark.
And now Kevin Knight on top.
A back-and-forth battle between these two young lions, products of the LA dojo. Full body slam. A cover, 2, and a kick out.
Huge elbows by DKC, sending Kevin Knight to the floor.
And with DKC, there doesn't seem to be a step back.
Big drop kick. And Kevin Knight looking to apply the Boston Crab. Will he be able to turn over DKC? DKC fighting back, but he got it.
So the DKC is hooked in the Boston Crab, the full Boston Crab, and now Kevin Knight pulls
Pulls him to the middle of the ring. DKC trying to inch his way to the rope.
Well, you can see the difference between the Kevin Knight Boston Crab and the Clark Connors Boston Crab.
Kevin Knight is not quite there, but he's getting there. He's getting his practice rounds. Kevin Knight not letting up, staying busy, staying on top of DKC, not letting him have any room to breathe. You hear the big thud from his strikes, the European uppercut and a club to the back.
Well, DKC, though, fires back with a back fist.
Utilizing some of his karate background to gain the upper hand here. Shoots him off. And a big drop kick.
Nice, a one-legged drop kick. And now the DKC, can he put Kevin Knight away?
Snapmare.
3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes.
And it was at this point in the matchup with Clark Connors where he got submitted, the DKC, and now it looks like Kevin Knight might be falling victim to the
triangle hole here. You can see how tight that is. Oh, and Kevin Knight has no choice but to submit. What a tight choke.
Time, 7 minutes and 23 seconds. Here is your winner, the DKC.
Very impressive.
I got to look back at my times. Why do I think that Clark Connors
your
beat
winner, the
DKC in 7 minutes, 22 seconds? That's just a number that's stuck in my head. I'll have to look. But either way, DKC getting the victory over Kevin Knight. So the next generation of young lions coming to the forefront. It is safe to say that the entire wrestling world is buzzing right now after what we saw last week here on New Japan Strong. When Jon Moxley, the U.S. heavyweight champion, attacked Kenta, went after him right in the middle of the ring. And now the match has been signed. In 3 weeks' time on February 26th, the culmination of the new beginning in the USA Tour, it will be Jon Moxley defending the U.S. heavyweight title against Kenta. Jon Moxley, my guest at this time. And Jon, I want to ask you, because Kenta has been calling you out for months. I think it's safe to say you probably had heard Kenta calling you out. Is that accurate?
I heard every word of it. I heard everything Kenta and all his little Bullet Club buddies said. But what you just said, that I am the United States heavyweight champion, that's the key point here. I am still the United States heavyweight champion. They can run around with these briefcases, playing games with each other at the Tokyo Dome, do whatever you want. At the end of the day, you got to go through me. The United States Championship represents the baddest sumbitch in this game, Jon Moxley. And it's a big shiny gold belt, and I'm a pro wrestler. So logic dictates there is no way to get it. You can't cash in a briefcase. You can't litigate your way into it, however Kenta's trying to do it. You can't talk your way into it. You got to take me out. And that is a long night at the office trying to take me out.
Obviously, Kenta possesses a skill set unlike any other. The lethal kicks and strikes. How are you training? How are you preparing for this title match?
I'm always ready to go. I live for this stuff, Kevin. You know that. The Kenta I want to see this whole Bullet Club thing, I'm not into that. This 4-on-1, 5-on-2, I'm not into that. And I know where Kenta's coming from. I know what he's trying to achieve. But the Kenta I know, the Kenta that inspired a generation, if you're around my age, Kenta, let's face it, everybody stole their shit from Kenta. Kenta is the man. When I saw him walk in to the locker room with Katsuyori Shibata at Dominion, I got excited. I'd just come to New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I said, that's Kenta. Oh, and I knew our paths would cross one day, and I could not wait for it. But if he wants the United States Heavyweight Championship, this Bullet Club crap ain't gonna cut it. I want the Kenta that inspired a generation, the Kenta that I know to show up to New Japan Strong. He's gonna have to kick a hole through my chest, and I want him to try.
Well, we all cannot wait to see this match. Jon, we want to wish you the best of luck. We cannot wait. It's 3 weeks from now. It's Kenta challenging Jon Moxley for the U.S. Heavyweight Championship right here on New Japan Strong. We'll head to the ring in just a moment.
第2試合8人タッグマッチ 20分一本勝負を行います。
Ladies and gentlemen, Brody King will captain this squad for 8-man tag team action, along with the Regal Twins and Barrett Brown. And when Brody King is on the scene, let the violence begin.
I'm ready. I like the violence when I don't have to be a part of it.
When we can simply be innocent bystanders.
青コーナー175センチ78キロローガン・リーガルスターリング・リーガルさあリーガルツインズ167センチ74キロ50キャリバーバレット・ブラウン ROH200 センチ136キロブロディ・ケンガー
Can you feel the mood change in this room? I mean, God. It's like the darkest circus is in town.
I had that recent conversation with Bateman, and I'm telling you, he is a different breed of cat, no doubt. Teaming with Mysterioso, Adrian Quest.
Oh, no. That's Big Poppy Pump.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
He just exudes Poppy. He's a powerhouse. He's
Adrian
a Poppy.
Quest, Jordan Clearwater.
赤コーナー188センチ100キロザ・ゴールデンボールジョーダン・クリアウォーター173センチ66キロヤング・フェイゴエイドリアン・クエスト180センチ29キロミステリオサ
Big Poppy. Come on, guys.
Big Poppy Pump.
Bateman is so mysterious and so intimidating.
Bateman and Brody King are certainly not strangers. And they have run together and run against one another with this 8-man tag. You know, it's rare. In fact, 30 years as a pro calling pro wrestling now, and I can't think of a situation that can completely overwhelm an entire broadcast like what we saw last week with Jon Moxley when he came out under the cover of darkness and went after Kenta, drawing a beeline exactly for him, flattening the challenger for the U.S. Heavyweight Championship. I mean, it's mind-blowing to think about.
That was amazing. I mean, that's what we've been waiting for. Kenta has been calling him out. And finally, we got to see Moxley lay Kenta out in the middle of that ring.
And I think it's readily apparent that Jon Moxley had heard Kenta for far too long and finally decided to take measures into his own hands. And we will do our best, certainly, to focus on the in-ring action here on this broadcast as we're on the road to the New Beginning USA 2021 tour. Adrian Quest gets knocked down. The hard shoulder tackle by Barrett Brown.
Let's go!
Drop down and the trip. So Adrian Quest quickly tying up Brown. Puts the shoulders down. Gets a near fall out of it.
And a schoolboy by Barrett Brown.
Leg sweep here by Adrian Quest. Barrett Brown tries the sweep of his own.
Trading pins.
Trading kip-ups, and now O'Connor roll, no, Barrett Brown puts the brakes on, comes forward, takes the arm drag.
Barrett Brown with an arm drag of his own. Even exchange between these two.
When is Adrian Quest going to design you some of your own streetwear?
Oh, I really need to talk to him. He's got super fashionable line of clothing.
Now, of course, the Bermuda line, but you described Jordan Clearwater recently in very interesting fashion. the modern-day Superman.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's like a Clark Kent.
Yeah,
you know?
explain how.
Well, he works his 9 to 5 conducting business, and then during his night gig, takes his clothes off.
Wait, what?
He gets in his tights.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right, so which Regal twin is this?
Is it Sterling?
Ding, ding, ding.
Finally, you know, I want to give these guys the right respect, you know, because they're certainly very good wrestlers and a great tag team.
Well, it's no disrespect. They're completely identical twins, Alex. Didn't you know that? You just thought it was weird that they shared the same birthday. Jordan Clearwater finding out right now that two Regals tougher than one. Rolls him up. 2. Clearwater presses him off. Well, the Lions Break Contenders Tour wrapped up with absolute fireworks as John Moxley came out and flattened Kenta. I will never be able to wipe those images from my mind. This will help, though. My God.
What a hard chop by the big man Brody King on Clearwater. Going for a body slam. Clearwater able to sneak behind him and make the tag to Big Poppy Pump Misterioso. With a fake and a kick to the knee and to the face. Goes for the cover, but not enough. Brody King able to kick out before the 1 count.
And Misterioso, though, gets reversed up and over the top rope. Misterioso, look at this. Catches him.
Good, utilizing the ring. Springboarding with a drop kick, taking the big man down.
Now trying to position Brody King in exactly the right space, but whoa!
Oh, wow, goes for a moonsault, but lands on his feet and able to hit the moonsault on the rolling Brody King.
Double reversey, and he got it.
That's Big Poppy style.
Well, Brody King's style is straightforward violence.
Oh!
Okay.
All right, we got it. I mean, I don't mind seeing another. Launches him high up in the air. Oh, my God. Can you imagine all the weight coming down on
2,
him?
and crusher leads to a near fall. So Brody King exerting his will. This is an interesting lineup in this 8-man tag team match. There's no doubt about it when you look at Brody King teaming with the squeaky clean Regal twins and the ever-intense Barrett Brown. And you look on the opposite side with Bateman, with his own crew. And
yeah, I mean, Bateman really sticks out like a sore thumb.
get in there and get you some, Barrett.
Great tag team work.
All right, now what about the ref? I was just about to say the ref. What about the referee and Brody King? Brody King picked him up. Oh, that's awesome. Cover and a kick out. Ooh, man, Misterioso gets lit up there, but Bateman catches him from behind.
Oh, wow, flattens him and tags out to Bateman. And the dark circus of Goth has entered the ring. Oh, look at the intensity on him.
Could you have seen him like on the carnival set back in the day? You know, stretching people for money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a genre.
5 minutes has elapsed.
He's a unique
5
genre of his own. I mean, look at the innovative maneuvers, the way he just falls, senton style.
Yeah, but there's no part of Bateman that he does not use as a weapon. And now,
Exactly.
Oh, driving him. Logan getting driven down. Logan Regal's in a lot of trouble, and now the tag between Bateman and Jordan Clearwater. Logan trying to escape to get the tag, but Bateman sinks his fingers into the nostrils of Logan Regal and stops him. Now Jordan Clearwater taking advantage. Again, one fall here in this 8-man tag. We are on the incredible road to the new beginning, USA. Off the ropes. Wait a minute. And
Clearwater able to push him off. And catches him with a huge spine buster.
Drives
Shades
him.
of Carl the Machine Gun Anderson.
absolutely one of his teachers, great Roger Ruffin in Cincinnati, Ohio, began the training for Jordan Clearwater. And the advice from the Machine Gun was, get out of Cincinnati and travel the world. And he settled here settled in the Los Angeles area where he competes on a full-time basis. Well, part-time, because his full-time day job is certainly wearing a suit and tie. And now Adrian Quest comes in, who has his own responsibilities, as we talked about, outside of the squared circle. The beautiful suplex on Logan Regal, who's absorbing a lot of punishment here, and a kick out. Interesting lives and lifestyles the stars of New Japan Strong bring to the ring, is it not, Alex?
Absolutely. And now Big Papi Pump Misterioso is in the ring with a hard kick.
Kozlov, of course, spending his time when not calling the action, visiting children's hospitals, helping orphans and widows, single mothers. The work that you've done with single mothers has been phenomenal. It just is fantastic. Kudos to you.
Thank you very much.
I know you don't like to brag upon yourself.
Let's keep that under wraps.
Well, again, all the single mothers that you've helped in their need over the years, again.
I'm all about making the single mothers happier than they are.
Well, Bateman tags himself in, and this has just been a four-way mugging here on Logan Regal.
Fighting back.
Oh my God. Hey, come on now.
Him out with a huge elbow. I am a huge fan of this mystery, this gothic circus that is Bateman. He is so innovative, so unique, so different, so scary. Takes the boot from Logan.
Bateman down. Logan trying to fire offensively before making a tag. He might live to regret that.
Logan lands on his feet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, catches him, spikes him with that DDT in the middle of that ring. Bateman like a tripod, stuck. And now this will buy enough time for Logan to hopefully get to his corner. Barely able to inch his way.
Just dragging and able to make that tag.
This is an interesting one.
Oh
Brody
my
King
God.
in. Clearing house. Huge back body drop on Adrian Quest. And now we got ourselves into a mosh pit. Victims of the mosh pit is Big Papi Pump and Jordan Clearwater.
Oh my God, he's coming right at us.
Don't worry. Don't worry, we're okay. Enjoy the violence.
Oh.
God, what an animal.
And now Jordan Clearwater.
Oh my God. That is brutal. Absolutely brutal.
And now tagging in Barrett Brown. Oh, all four of these men now. Oh my God, look at Brody
Lifting
King
him
and
up
the
and tossing
Regals.
him onto Bateman and Jordan Clearwater on the outside.
Well, Brody
Wow.
King having done his damage. Brody King having done his damage, and Bateman now rolled back in. Oh, pile driver.
Barrett Brown going for the cover.
Two.
Clearwater able to make the break.
Watch out for Big Papi Pump coming in the back door. Clearwater first shot to the midsection. Now Mysterioso, one of his own. Here comes Adrian Quest. A little help
And
from
the triple T move, sunset powerbomb. Wow.
All right, so now, just like that, Barrett Brown is still the legal man for
Eliminating
the
10 minutes has elapsed.
Unfortunately,
10
it's
minutes.
not an elimination match, but now Adrian Quest.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to figure out who the legal man is here. Oh my God, my God, my God.
Big Papi Pump. Oh, takes a kick by Sterling.
This 8-man is out of control here, folks. It's absolutely out of control. Look at the power. Watch out.
Wow.
And now the Regals working together, but Jordan Clearwater very quickly puts two of them down.
Big neck breaker.
Piece of crap.
Barrett Brown wriggles off the hook. Whoa! 50 caliber kick sends Clearwater down. Watch out for Bateman, though. Barrett Brown is unaware that Bateman looms on the horizon. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Spinning tombstone. Bateman was
And
the
that
legal
is
man,
it.
and it is over.
Wow.
Victory, yeah. Victory. It was all a team effort, but I think it was pretty clear who did most of the heavy lifting, but good job, boys. Good to be part of a winning team, right?
New Japan Pro Wrestling is back. This fall, watch the best Strong Style Wrestling live in person. Strong is coming to cities across America with New Japan's biggest names like Jay White, Juice Robinson, David Finlay, and your favorite wrestlers from Japan. Coming to Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas on September 25th and 26th. Returning to 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on October 16th and 17th. And coming to Riverside, California on November 15th. Visit njpw1972.com/NJOA for information.
What'd you up to?
Oh, I'm checking out new merch on Talking Chuck Global.
Oh yeah, they put out new products like every month. I just got a t-shirt.
I got a beautiful towel.
I just got boxers.
Oh yeah? I'm wearing them right now.
I just ordered a mask.
Good, the sooner the better, because I don't want to see your ugly face.
I love Tokan Shop Global.
I as well.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
お待たせしました。本日のメインイベント、20分一本勝負を行います。
On the traditional calendar for New Japan Pro Wrestling, the New Beginning is the first big tour of every calendar year. Now on the road to New Beginning USA, I think we're starting to see a lot of markers being set here for 2021. This to me is a pivotal match, Alex, into the hierarchy of the junior heavyweights and to where they stand. We know what TJP is all about. Can Ray Horus up his game to equal the Phil-Am Flash?
Well, it'll be a very exciting encounter. We're going to see a lot of exciting action, high-flying, technical wrestling.
Is there a part of you that misses the ring?
Anytime I watch TJP, I am tempted, I fantasize about stepping back in the ring.
I mean, Alex Kozlov was one of the junior heavyweight tag team champions, one half of Forever Hooligans, a star in CMLL, a star all over Mexico, all over Japan, all over the world.
Well, like I said, I like to fantasize when I watch the likes of TJP.
I'll get you back.
I'll leave it up to the pros.
Hey, Ray Horus will be quite the handful for TJP, 1/3 of championship squad in ROH, and obviously has his sights set on opportunities abound in New Japan.
赤コーナー ROH170 センチ75キロエルソルベ・シワラレイ・ホルス
The roots of Ray Horus go back through the Mysterio family, I'll have you know. So when you're trained by, when you are sort of coached up by that lineage, you can't do much better.
Well, the man is definitely well-trained, well-traveled, experienced.
レフリージェレミー・マーカス
And a dangerous and exciting high flyer.
On the bell sounds, and here we go. So, of course, TJP and Ray Horus, they are not strangers to one another. It's an interesting familial relationship between World Traveler wrestlers. You many times will share locker room space with a lot of familiar faces, and I think that's the case here with these two. Is there one wrestler, Alex, that you always thought was your best opponent, your favorite opponent to wrestle?
Well, to be completely honest with you, early in my career, TJP was that opponent.
Ray Horus trapping TJP, and they both bounce back up to their feet. Amazing athleticism with the athletes here on the New Japan Strong roster. Not just these two, but like some of the action that we just saw in that 8-man. My goodness.
Wow.
And you take everybody from Leo Rush all the way up to Hikuleo and everybody in between. It is quite a collection that the New Japan matchmakers have been able to assemble, and putting them together in the most exciting and most intriguing matchups as Horus ducks underneath the clothesline and catches TJP right along the ribs. And now a strike to the upper chest. So Ray Horus now backing TJP, who reverses the Irish whip. Horus takes the buckle offensively and looks to create distance. TJP waits. A game of patience there is required. TJP sent away. Now Horus to the second rope. He's clear. Whoa!
Wow.
Almost tried to fake out TJP, but
Horus is looking to fly. But TJP moves out of the way, slides inside the ring.
Trying to find him and
catches Horus with that jumping, spinning heel kick.
He certainly did, and now TJP will look to take to the skies. Here we go. Oh, no!
Horus cuts him off with that kick to the back.
TJP was going innovative, and Ray Horus caught him. So now Horus on the top rope. TJP spins around. Here we go. Oh, kick out of midair.
Wow, TJP catches Ray Horus mid-air with that drop kick.
And now TJP closing in. Cover, 2. And even though there is not a great historical track record of opposition between Ray Horus and TJP, you know they have done their homework. TJP is kind of one of the pillars of the junior heavyweight world, one that so many look up to.
Well, he's been a champion everywhere that he's been. He has faced some of the best competition in the world. He brings a wealth of experience.
The thing that I always like about TJP is that he can really match his style to his opponent. He is so versatile. That, to me, is what makes him exciting to watch and would be dangerous to compete against.
Very true. He has a kind of fluid style. He can adapt to any situation, whether it's a brawler or a high flyer, and he does his homework.
This is a move that, just listen. Oh, you could
snapping the arm back.
Oh, God.
Pulling the leg back. I mean, that could tear a ligament. That's a big stretch on the hamstring.
It was that move, if we remember back to December 12th, it was that move right there that TJP did to ACH during the Super J Cup that kind of set ACH's long night, on track. It was that move right there where ACH began to experience difficulties with the back and the rib cage, and now the backbreaker on Ray Horus, who rolls that shoulder up and just barely.
My back.
Ray Horus screaming in pain. TJP slamming Ray Horus to the mat.
There's sometimes the guided body slam, and then there are ones like that that are just a dump. And you land with a thud. The swanton out of the way. And now
Horus ducks out of the clothesline. TJP reverses that.
Oh, TJP.
Head scissors.
Every time Ray Horus starts to mount some offense, TJP has some answers.
Wow. Hurricanrana by Ray Horus. And a hard kick to the gut.
Wait a minute, TJP wriggles off the hook, and he'll walk up top. How about this?
TJP can do it all.
He makes it look easy.
5 minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes.
TJP is looking for that signature springboard dropkick to the outside, but Rey Horus rolls to the inside of the ring.
Horus was ready for it. Swing and a miss by TJP
Oh,
and gets
and a
caught.
hard kick to the back of the neck of TJP.
That's a rough spot to get kicked in, right?
Oh,
Because you
no.
don't see it coming,
You
and
don't
it's
see it coming, it knocks you.
watch out, Rey Horus!
Oh!
It was that move right there that Rey Horus did to break the nose of Blake Christian during the Super J-Cup. And you gotta wonder what the result is of Horus' spectacular dive over the top of the TJP here.
Well, however beautiful these high-flying maneuvers are, they are quite dangerous.
Is this one of the reasons why you fantasize and you don't actually want to get back into the ring?
Yes, that's definitely part of the reason.
9.
So now Horus, after delivering with the high risk, he'll take a flight again.
Big
Oh!
crossbody.
TJP tried to counter midair and almost pays for it with the decision of the match.
That was a close count.
All right, Horus, you got TJP right where you want him. You cannot let this opportunity slip through your grasp.
Well, that dive must have taken a toll on him as well.
Yeah, again, that's what we'll never know is how much of a price he paid.
Hard chop in a corner. Sets him up on the top.
Horus feeling very confident here. And TJP, his body language says it might be, oh, wait a minute.
Able to push Rey Horus off. Leapfrogs over. Goes for this winning DDT, but Rey Horus pushes him off. TJP with the shoulder into the midsection.
Perhaps TJP was luring Rey Horus into a false sense of security. And now,
Oh,
no,
this time
it's
he couldn't
Horus. Out of the way.
Oh, and a hard kick to the face of TJP. TJP is down. Rey Horus is climbing to the top.
Here we go, Rey Horus on top. And
TJP up again. Rey Horus jumps over. Is met with a spinning heel kick to the midsection. Back and forth action.
Oh,
Wow!
one man.
Spanish fly.
Yes, sir. 2E.
Oh,
Almost got him.
wow.
Jeremy Marcus letting us know it was 2 and no more.
Wow.
TJP able to kick out.
Exciting back and forth action by two of the top junior heavyweights in the world.
So Rey Horus
Get up, TJ.
calling TJP up. I don't know about this decision. TJP looks to be out.
Well, I'm assuming Horus has taken enough damage, and
Maybe
he's looking,
Jeremy Marcus needs to check on TJP. We might be looking at a stoppage situation here.
Yeah, TJP looks
He could be
not
just
there at all.
Yeah. And now TJP, wait a minute. Oh,
wow.
wait a minute. How good is TJP? He was able. And now he's got it locked.
scratching that arm.
Oh, the
he's
octopus
got
all
it.
fully
It's
applied.
tight. Look at the way that his elbow's bent. Look at the Rey Horus's elbow. My God. And continues to punish him.
Oh! Takes him over too.
Oh, wow.
A near fall. Back and forth battle here in our main event. Of course, more action next week here on the Road to New Beginning.
What an innovative move, turning that submission into a slam and into the pin. Now having the upper hand over Rey Horus.
All right, so now the arms are trapped. They were for the moment. Horus frees himself. Oh, TJP, lightning quick. Watch this. No, Horus underneath. Wait, his leg buckled. Watch out, Jeremy Marcus.
Wow.
Changing directions.
Catches him with a springboard DDT.
That might be enough. The leg is hooked too. And
wow.
a kick out. What toughness by Rey Horus, kicking out after that springboard DDT. Right now, TJP has got to
10
be
minutes has
feeling
elapsed.
confident
10
at the 10-minute
minutes.
mark. Here we go. Alex to the top. Wait.
But Ray Horus gets up. Trying to fight TJP off that corner. TJP holding on.
TJP is in no man's land right now because his weight is down, but his leg is almost pinned underneath him. But now TJP able to free himself. Here we go. Swanton, no, out of the way. Here he comes. Horus forward, no, sent away by TJP. Horus on the charge again. This time, TJP. Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
No, two. Got it.
Wow. An
Time,
impressive
10 minutes
victory
and
over the
41
veteran.
seconds. Here
It's
is your
TJP.
winner, Ray Horus.
Get in there and get some ice on TJP. A hard fall, a terrible landing for TJP. And that was the reason why Ray Horus was able to get the victory.
Now, how about this? What a strong message she's sending to the world for this road to new beginnings.
Well, this could be the new beginning that Ray Horus was looking for. And another action-packed episode of New Japan Strong is in the books.
Eso. El sol de Tijuana, Rey Horus, llega a New Japan. TJ Perkins, TJP, I have a lot of respect for you. But today, el sol de Tijuana fue mejor que tú. Y el sol de Tijuana llegó a quedarse a New Japan.
Wow, we told you that was going to be something. What a main event matchup between Ray Horus and TJP. Certainly, I think an unpredictable conclusion with Ray Horus getting the win. That was not my pick going in.
Well, I got to tell you, Ray Horus definitely started the year hot. This is a message that he sent to the world, to the fans, to the New Japan Pro Wrestling officials. This is how you start the new year.
And how about the words that we heard from Jon Moxley? When you think about the world hearing, the world anticipating, the countdown is on, folks. February 26th, it will be Jon Moxley versus Kenta for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. We'll be talking about it next week and a whole lot more. Make sure you're with us right here on New Japan Strong. For Alex Kozlov, I'm Kevin Kelly. We'll see you then.